You're listening to the Law Enforcement Pirate Radio Network. Radio Free Larry presiding.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Radio Free Larry.
All right, here we go again. Buckle up. Rough roads ahead. Yeah, I'm going to return that bug zapper. It could be something else, but I'm not going to take that chance. There's things that can cause Parkinson's in a second, and you can't get rid of it. Whether it's man-made or, some sort of weird thing or something else, it's neither here nor there. I just never had vertigo like that in my life. So although I might have a little, I wouldn't even say a dizzy spell, a second of, I don't get vertigo generally. I mean, it's considered vertigo, but it's not like laying in bed vertigo. Now, obviously, they could have used something. I mean, obviously, if they want to get to me, they can here. Right. That's half the reason they keep me in an extended stay. It's just you can put people in and out a lot faster. They could have used something just making me believe it's in there and see if I would believe. But, I mean, at my age, I can't be messing around with that. I bounced back from all sorts of shit over the years. I mean, it's spy war. That's really what it is. They are engaged in spycraft war against the citizens of the United States as well as the other people on our soil from other nations. They don't care because their criminal enterprise are getting rich. They got big homes, big vacations, big cars. It sounds like I'm jealous. Not jealous. I want my due. That's what I want. In other words, you got my due, and I got your due. That's really what's happening. Nothing wrong to want justice. And how they get my due? By doing me. People paid them to do me. And it doesn't have to be cash. You can just let them into their system. Again, if they would have just stopped, I could make money doing anything. Everything I touch really turns to gold, but if they directly curse it, then it can't happen. I could say glasses, like when I can't find my glasses, I can say glasses, and then it's just as I say glasses, my glasses are in front of me. Anything, I could say beer, something I really want, it just appears, as long as they're not directly cursing it. So God shows me that everything's there for you. They just won't let it manifest on this planet. Again, this is not the Father's kingdom, but if you ask the churches, it's the Father's kingdom, and soon this is going to be the Father's government because Lauren Boebert and her preacher friends are going to take over the government. Well, they took it over in Africa. Now they're executing gay people. I mean, that's really what happened. Our evangelicals took over the governments in Africa. That's why gay people are being put to death. So again, you have to wake up to what's actually happening. They're not interested in the Bible. They're interested in playing their game out. It's a very serious crime in what happened off of what the conservatives and the evangelicals did in Africa. But they're not going to charge them, obviously. Well, I'd leave it up to God, and you're not God, all of you. I guess you didn't think to say things like, don't throw the first stone and all that type of thing. You didn't think to hit home with that, what that actually means. Now, in one nation, it's a sure thing that they're violating the laws that they're going to execute gay people for. or at least put them in life in prison or something. I can't remember what it was because they only say it homosexuals, heterosexuals that commit crimes against children don't have the same sentence. But they'd never pass it because they do, and usually they don't even get convicted. You know, somebody's a government person over there. They pretty much have it made as far as committing crimes. I mean, I guess here too also. So again, there's a reality. I mean, you're teaching them to be violent against gays because that's what you were taught. Like if that individual would have gotten away with killing Matthew Shepard, it would be going on everywhere. It's the law is the only thing that stops them from doing it. But maybe if Bo Barton or preacher friends take over the government, then they'll allow executions of gay people. You laugh, but maybe not tomorrow. But give them 50 years. Right now, they probably do it through spycraft. Probably did it to Audrey Hale through spycraft. Fine people of Overland Park, Lenexa, walking the dog. Your king is reviewing the people. I should claim a kingship here. I should claim the whole state. I don't do it unless God tells me to, but maybe God's saying that's next. Hey, a wave to your king. Thank you. I don't know. I can't read Westridge School. Maybe it's too close to the mall and all the garbage that comes with businesses and crooked bosses and all that. Because they see, I said he was a socialist. Hey, there's no capitalism here, so don't try to play that. Socialism is where you have to go when there's no capitalism. I explained how the U.S. military and CIA do that globally back when we were intelligent. All right, I have to find Coles here. Where's Coles? One of the agents made a joke in my head earlier. I don't think it was God. They call up the girl we pay in apartment 117 where Moore lives. Have her follow him around and do all that funky stuff because I'm sure he'll stalk her at a certain point. Because like everything they're doing is stalking. And at a certain point, I might try to defend my life and figure out who everybody is and what they're doing. But I don't like stalk people at their house or anything like they do to me. 100%, Larry. So me and my wife, we were in is it Dillon's? Yeah, I keep saying Dillard's. I was thinking of Dillard's. So it was in what is it, Junction City at the supermarket. I don't know if Dillard's is still there or Dillon's is still there. But we were shopping like in what year was that? Like 88 or something like that, 89. I think 89, something like that. And 1989. And this Korean lady with her husband comes in. He's wearing, he's wearing farmer overalls and just, it's kind of like the Whistler, not Whistler's mother. What is that? Maybe it was no, it isn't Whistler's mother. Whatever that one famous painting is, the guy with the pitchfork and all that, the farmer and his wife or something. It was kind of like that, but it was like the Korean woman. My wife starts laughing. She's like, what's that? That's us in like 40 years or 30 years, whatever. But it wasn't actually. So, the deep state tried to kill us. I really thought she was like, it's a lot of pressure. So she said some goofy stuff that probably wasn't real, like the stuff they got her to say about me. But she told me who it was and all that. And they wanted me to say it so they can get the others to attack me. It's just like insane. They pretend that you're making mistakes and they're in power and all this, but there's only so many options to, in what's going on. You can't, wait a minute, where's Coles here? Coles was here somewhere. I'm driving around a mall, seeing if it's over here. Maybe it was in the other mall. Which means it's not like, oh, we're so superior. They're just criminal. They're simply criminal. And there's only so many options you have. Shutting up isn't an option, and they make sure of that because they're actually manipulating their bosses and everything. So again, what it cost them to do this to me, it would have cost them like nothing to let me be, right? It would have cost them nothing, and I would have still sent in all my suggestions to the government. No, when I left the government, I said one thing to a senator about what was going on with the deep state. I said, people are trying to fight terrorism. The government workplace is a little bit unsettled. I hinted that, something was awry. You need to make that, much more amenable to, a normal workplace. Essentially, I didn't use that word or those words. That way we can do this. They can do their job. Right now, they can't do their job. And of course, they couldn't. Everything was like so upside down for so many years. And still is, really. Yeah, I would agree, Agent. It doesn't have a sign that says Cole, so I don't think it's in this one. So that's all it would have. I mean, it would have. That's all it would have been. I said it's not a. I inferred that it was a hostile work environment without saying it. And if they had to fix that, or the mission's going to fail, and it was, and it does. I mean, they think it's okay to. It's actually a federal crime to hinder your coworker in the federal government. It could be obstruction of justice, but it's also assault on federal officer. I was assaulted in the government by my coworkers in the FBI and everyone else. I couldn't do my job, which means they hindered the government mission. I mean, it's a serious offense. They all dance around because they're all they're hooked up with Silicon Valley or Silicon's Valley and all that. So it's endless money, endless anti-power, that kind of thing. And then of course CIA and former CIA and all that. 100%. But it's really some serious crimes that they're engaged in. 5 to 10. Most of the crimes that they engage in, each criminal conspiracy is a minimum of 5. It's usually like 5 to 10. That's what it really is. I think I brought that up before. I think I said it was a minimum of 10 years, but I think they changed the laws. 100%. I mean, they've committed that crime, each about 25 times at least. So again, it's reverse engineering clinical psychology. 100%. And they drug people. I'm not saying some agent that worked me. There is one woman that I would believe would drug me in that workplace. I wouldn't think that anybody else would go that far. At least back then. And they caught her in my food and all that too. And she tried to pay it off, like I was leaving spoiled food in there or something. Of course, over time, she's a witch. That did happen. Because she was driving for them while she was working as a marshal. Yeah, it's fake undercover operations. Come on. 100%. What it is, it's spycraft, which means they're trying to create the crime they say is existing or the person is capable of. It's not a test whatsoever. It's that Project Artichoke. But it's reasonably foreseeable somebody would be drugged. 100%. And I believe they're all drugged anyway. I think that's how it works. They get drugged so they know what it's like. And they use that opening to twist their brain into believing they're invincible while they're trying to twist the other person's brain into believing they should end their life. I didn't have the option of doing my Amazon return at UPS because you have to box it, and I use one of the boxes as a a backdrop for my painting, a drop cloth. I was what they call recycling it. I know it was around here somewhere. Maybe it's in another mall. Northern Tool. I could look it up on my phone, right? God wants me to do something. That's why. Why am I here? I don't see anything. Maybe that's what it is. They curse my vision. So they can't get their places healed because I can't see where to heal. You're not going to heal your places. In fact, you're going to curse a couple of the places all of it. All right, so I'm going to have to find out where this is. This is not working. So the allergies are pretty hefty here. I sneezed earlier. Felt like I was ripping my sinuses out. Ah! What is that? But it's handled. I get taking my allergy stuff. Not too bad. You know how evil the world is, horrible, and especially the Christian circle evil, and how deceptive it is. All right, heal in the name of Jesus. You're holding your middle eye or something, your eyebrow. Your spirit bowed to me, young black girl. Shooting signs. But she also showed that her middle eye was covered over. She doesn't know that, but now she's healed. No eyebrow. And see, your eyebrow can mean when they touch your eyebrow, I bow to you, which means, and not like you're my God or anything like that. It's just respect, Oh, spirit knows me, I guess. It could be God too. God can do that. And of course, it's all God anyway. Can't see without God. You can't communicate that you can't see without God. All right, did that make sense? All right, I gotta get my phone here. Cool. Okay, God's driving me. It's actually Jesus. No parking. I got to keep going. I can't go in the right direction yet. Oh, the school. Heal, name of Jesus. Thank you, Lance. What school is that? Oh, I called out this school before, didn't I? Right. Or is it a church? What is it? Church school or a school? She probably is affiliated with the school. 100%. Yeah, this is where I called out before to heal. I guess maybe Century Estates needs to be healed also. Now, what is this school? Rose Hill Elementary School needs to be healed again. Oh, last day. It's the last day for Rose Hill. Heal it. Whoa. All right. And yeah, and the other thing over here is like a preschool or something. This area still needs to be healed. We're halfway to 666 over here, but it's 332, the price of gas, and 2 being spit on. There's a lot of trash over here, too, so this is a sign. It'll be cleaned up over here. Uncursed. They willing those people to be trash. How they do it. And then they go, they're trash. No, I don't will people to be trash. You all do. Try to insinuate. It's pretty neat in this section over here. Healed in the name of Jesus. I'm over by Lenexa Drive. There's going to be a car accident here. Let's clean this. I don't know. What is that intersection? Exit Drive and I don't know. I can't read the other one. There's going to be a car accident there. I saw it. No, Westgate. That street. Westgate and Lenexa Drive needed to be healed. All right, let me look here. Where's Coles? Yes, he got how to get me back over here again. They didn't let me pick up my phone. I felt like I couldn't touch my phone. They do that also, though, but God can use it. Why isn't God tell me directly? Because you cursed God off. You all cursed God off. All right, so where am I? Oh, wait, it's way down there? What the hell? Wait, I'm on the wrong I thought it was over here by Oak Park. Let me see here again. There is one. Okay, there it is. It's going to be closest. 6.5 miles. Oh, this can't be it. What? Oh, there isn't one over here. I thought there was one. That's weird. I thought it was over Oak Park. Maybe there is one. They won't let me find it. I gotta go. Boy, they're all pretty far. I didn't know they were that far. What? This isn't making sense. I could have swore there was one next to the park. All right, where's this? On Metcalf. Yeah, we'll go to that. All right, yeah, so God had to get me over to heal this anyway, so. We're the poor people, the poor colored people, or people of color, should I say? Color is bad, I guess. No harm intended. So I don't know. That I did notice that right away. Because saying somebody's colored is like a slant, but we call them people of color, and that's okay. That's a weird one. So I guess we went back to saying black mostly, but actually that's people of color because it's not only black people. It's gonna be a car accident right here. This is a bad area over here. Living spaces, parking lot, healed. Boy, the whole area here is weird for driving. All right, where am I going here? All right, I'm gonna make it right here. Actually, I'm not on one exit drive. Seems like a nice lady. Just say on your license plate. It says you're experienced. She actually, I don't know if that's real, but she actually had that kind of sultriness when I guess she uses that to get in front of the car that, she wants to turn into traffic. She projects her sultriness. That's Eve being ill again. Not necessarily. I mean, it just, again, that's kind of acceptable for something like that. Not projecting the sexuality. Again, okay, so let's get into both of that. There's projecting sexuality, then there's projecting sultriness, which is, could be considered a form of sexuality, but I thought there was a Kohl's over here. But that's okay. I had to heal this place, and now I'm going to go where I probably need to go here. Hail the name of Jesus. No, you have to understand. I didn't see back then, but I can, in retrospect, see. I could see me heading in certain directions. I never know what it meant, and they would kill it. I'd start like go online and Google it and stuff like that, and they kill it. I was gonna move to Northern California office. They killed it. They liked me there. I was thinking of probably moving up there, and I started looking at what houses cost and where we could live. Like as far as rent, I don't think I was looking at owning. I think there was a spycraft operation to get me to resign from the Marshal Service, like my first month or something. Or no, wait, it was like the 6th month. I think somebody visited me and said, "Oh, I got out of the Marshals. I resigned." Or something like that, and the person was an admin employee, went back to being admin supposedly. So I think it was a hit myself. It would have been better to resign. It would be better if you all were put in jail before I got there. Better if you were doing your 5 to 10 before I got there. Sun Spirit told me that if you look in publications from FBI and DHS, like guidance publications that are sent out to like local PDs and state PDs and all that, some of my stuff is in there because that's how screwed up it is. They use your stuff and then they do your life. Some cops apparently are in that because they go, "Oh, look, there's more stuff." All right, so I have to make this here. I'm using a little bit more gas than I want, but what am I going to do? 100%. So it was really weird today. I was kind of monitoring something. It could have just been Satan trying to make something weird. But this couple asked me about living where I'm living. They're like, "What's it like here?" We got my girlfriend's got a price on from. So they're like relocating from California supposedly, as to Florida, as that group that hates California. So I didn't kind of bite on that and talk about that, but I told them, as far as finding a deal, I said you probably should call the corporate, and when they give you a price sticker, and they'll give you like 10%. I mean, they're really good on that, and but you have to stay for like 30 days to get it, right? And you have to pay the first 30 days up front. But so I was talking to him about it, and I let him know I was real friendly, and gave him the ins and outs of the place. And I said, if you could find a better place, but you're going to have to pay more money. Right. And I said it's kind of quiet for one of these places. I've stayed in quite a few recently, and it's really one of the quieter ones. And it's because nobody walks up on that place generally. It's not in a place where somebody is going to be homeless or semi-homeless, and nothing against them. But somebody that may have gotten thrown out of some place and they end up moving in there, so it's kind of quiet. And it's also the contractors are a little more controlled. They're not like the contractors I've seen. They do drink, but they're not trying to own the place, kind of deal. But if you want something better, you're going to pay like $1,700. Oh, I've lived places where like semi-homeless people live and all that. I mean, I've helped them, 911, brought them in, healed it when they OD'd and all that. Probably the best neighbors I ever had, but whatever. But it's really a decent place. So later, this other guy pulls in and he's looking for something for 20 days. Now, it could just be a coincidence as it happens. They could be trying to make me paranoid over the first people I spoke to because they are staying there to make me think that they're like deep state or something. That's the other thing they do. That's the other type of operation. Oh, they know what I'm saying. I'm sure they have a camera and listening devices around where I'm staying. Worth a lot of money to them. Kind of like the same thing with, remember, Bannon got all that from Trump because he told them that Epstein is a loose end, and Trump had him killed with Barr and all those people. I don't think I would imagine Bill Barr is not part of it, but he could be. Epstein would have never been arrested if he didn't say Trump was a crook. 100%. That's how Bannon got his most favorite dirtbag status back with Trump. He delivered Epstein up. I was trying to figure out for many years what triggered it. It doesn't make any sense. 100%. The theory was that the liberals were trying to get Trump. That's where they, the spirit thought put it. Seemed right. He said, and he probably knew Trump was a crook. I agree. What's today? It's today Memorial Day. I was trying to figure out what was going on. I'm not, life doesn't matter to me. I mean, as far as one day to the next. I mean, even when I was active and doing things and had not a real life, but a semi life, I one day to the next. I mean, I don't celebrate holidays. They're stupid and bogus. The corrupt system abuses those things. I mean, they don't really give a shit about a veteran. It might be something that can elevate them in life, so they, play that game. Oh, where are we at here? I'm almost there, I guess. UPS didn't have the no box, no label option. I didn't feel like boxing it up. I used up that box. I could have got another box from Walmart or something that doesn't cost much. Oh, I know where I'm going to go to. Okay. Now everybody's out there playing their game out, and when it benefits them, they're, oh, I really appreciate veterans. And why do you curse them? Why do you hate on them most of the time? all a bunch of liars, bunch of devils playing their game out. Not the game of life. It's the game of betrayal and the game of. It's not a game. It's Satan. Let's go back to that. Let's not play the game. It's Satan incarnate, and that's what you're all doing. All right. So where is your Amazon return? I'm not going to ask you again. Where is it? Oh, in the store. Okay. That's an FBI agent. Ignore her in here. Good people of calls. You know, I'm nasty, negative Nellied. Stay peaceful. Praise God in all that you do.